Alright guys, so we're back. We're gonna continue taking apart the inside. I think we stopped here in the back of the car. We're gonna take apart the rest of the door sills and the kick panels and stuff. And then we'll take the inner fender well on the passenger side. And yeah, we'll probably take the axle nut off. I have the tools, I brought it with me from work. I might have to take the seats out of the car to make it easier to route the harness for the air management. Yeah, I think so. So yeah, let's do that. We'll get some tools. This also gives me the chance to put the extension blocks on the lift, because if the inside routing doesn't work, I might have to route it in the bottom. Luckily it has chassis covers underneath, but to get to those I need the extension to get it off the lift. Take the locks off. Well, this one's not going down. Why? Yeah, I'm not heavy enough to do all that. Just don't like to go down. One side is going down, the other side's not. Gotta do some sketchy shit. Okay. Yeah. Slow down. What are you doing?
Playing outside.
You playing outside?
Yeah.
You're in pajamas. Where's Ate?
Inside, still eating her cinnamon roll.
Okay.
Bye.
Okie dokie. Good. Yeah, so if I use these extensions, there's a cover underneath the car that we could get to with the extensions in case we need to route the air lines underneath instead of going inside, but we'll see. More. Yes. Yeah, that works. The whole thing is higher, so we'll take the wheels back off, and then we'll see if we have to remove the seats. Take the kick panels off. Tab is broken on the kick panel. Womp womp. So this part is what I'm concerned about. Can I take it out without taking the seats off? I'm pretty sure it's got a vent. Let me see. Oh shit. Well, that came off. Yeah. Is there any connectors? Yes? No? I think it needs to go up. Yep. So it gets off of the vent. Cool. The clips on one side stayed on, but didn't break it. So that's cool.
Okay, let's talk suspension. As far as this car, it came with two kinds of suspension. One is your normal McPherson strut suspension, which is what this car came with, and the other is the factory air suspension. I have read that the factory air suspension cost of repair and reliability is a little, shall we say, questionable. But I can't really speak on it since that's not what I have. When it comes to aftermarket suspension though, depending on your flavor, there's a few options we can go with. If you want coilovers, there's a few manufacturers out there like BC Racing, Megan, Fortune Auto, Seika, I think that's how you say it, D2, Godspeed, K-Sport. All your usual guys make them, and prices are everywhere on those. If you want air suspension, there's a few to choose from. If you have factory air already, Data System makes a controller to control factory air. Although I read that they're a little slow to adjust and doesn't let you go down as slow as aftermarket suspension would, because you're using the factory struts. You can get the units used on eBay for like 200, I think, or new for around 500. For replacing the whole thing with aftermarket units, you have D2, Air Force, Seika again, MaxLoad, AirMext, AirTech, Universal Air, just to name a few. The majority are made in Taiwan. I know MaxLoad and AirMext is made in China. These were the brands that my budget was operating in. They were between $1,500 to a little over $2,000. Then you have Airex, Ideal, which at the time I was looking, it was around $3,000. Then you have your high-end ones like T-Demand, which looks like the only suspension that has an adjustable camber plate. I don't even want to know how much those are. But surprisingly enough, there's 3 used sets on eBay right now for under $2,000. And of course, Air Runner. Yeah, the regular ones cost $5,400. And if you want the On the Ground series from Air Runner, that's gonna run you around $7,000. So yeah, I went with D2. The time when I was looking, I tried to talk to people and ask about their experience on the suspension that they were running. The majority of the people ran D2s and most of them said it's okay. The few that ran AirTech, the cheapest one out of the bunch, either didn't reply or just straight up didn't like it. And then the people that ran the higher end stuff, of course, loves them.
After I bought my D2, somebody actually messaged me and said, "Hey, you should have went with the Air Force. I guess he was running Air Force, and he said it was great. It's good, and it's cheaper." I said, "Ah, man, I wish I'd known, man, because I didn't really, I didn't know anybody that ran Air Force. That's why I went with D2." So yeah, I went with D2 because D2 I had was able to afford D2 instead of Air Runner. Air Runner, they said it's really, it's great. Rides like butter, almost almost the same as stock, just a little firmer. But you know, I didn't have $7,000 to drop on just the strut. So I went with D2, and as far as the management goes, I went with the airlift, of course. And yeah, I don't know how to take that off. What? Nope. I mean, it's a lot of money to buy air suspension, aftermarket air suspension. I don't really have a lot of money, and it took me a couple years actually to save up enough to be able to buy these things for the car. Which I'm very fortunate to be able to do. Oh, one more. What I miss? Oh, one more. One more. Jesus. I'm gonna have to stop saying one more because I keep finding them. Whoa. What's this? It did not break off. Okay. Okay. So the plan is the bag's gonna be here, right? And then the airline comes down. I think I'm gonna go behind this plate right here, which has the, what is this? Oh, the brake lines. The brake lines behind it. Use that same routing, and it goes down. And then underneath the chassis, I think it's either I'm gonna follow that route or I go up here in the fender and then into one of these holes maybe. And then I need to go in the firewall. There's a rubber grommet on both sides, and trying to see if I can use those rubber grommets to go inside the cab and then through the sides and then up on the wheel well inside and then out into the trunk. So I think the first thing we have to do is take the CV axles out because yeah, they're leaking. I have, oh no. So I have a 30 millimeter that I got, that I left from work. And yeah. Hopefully this is enough to take that axle out. there's that. Hopefully this axle comes out with no problem. Anyway, keep going, I guess. Sometimes end links turn on itself. Put some pressure on that end link. There you go. We should take the tie rod off now, huh? Let's just loosen what we can. Leave it loose, because I'm gonna hit it. In case I miss, I don't hit the threads. I'm gonna hit it because I don't have any other tool to take that off. Loud noises! That's a 22. Take this off. I just need to take the top off and that'll slide out this way. Maybe. Probably not. Maybe. Let's try it. Make sure you don't pull on the lines. So need to buy the tool. Luckily it's only 20 bucks to slide that CB axle out of there. So let's take off the other side, and I think that's gonna be it for the day. I think that's it for today. We didn't do much, but gotta do house stuff too. So, a couple hours in the garage, not bad. I also don't want to burn myself out doing this shit the whole time, you know? Now I gotta clean up, and then until next time. See you guys later.